Well, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Um, so, you got to switch. Excuse me. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good and nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Just sit here, watch, pick, and I'm grinning. Oh. Thank you, Pat. Hi, Pat Evans and Jim Rolfe. Nice to see you guys. And Jim, greetings from Southwest Florida. Hello. Okay, well, gosh, thanks for coming in. And what do we got in store today? Well, for one thing, I left my licks and stuff in the office. So we're going to have maybe...
Sounds about right.
What?
Right on par.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's been a wonderful morning. Hi, Guy Newsom. Hope you are doing well. So that tune was Bluesette, and wouldn't mind another crack at that. Great little tune in 3/4. Stan from Whittier. I was just talking to one of my neighbors today, or the other day, and he's from Wilmington, and he grew up there. And Whittier, you remember Whittier Boulevard by the Midnighters? By the Midnighters? That was a hot band. Anyway, thanks for joining us. David Bronson, thank you. Also the rundown, but that's okay. You can tell me what the rundown is. Interesting week. We did our guitar night, and we're going to show a little clip from that with Mike Dana and Pat Kelly. What a blast that was, okay? It was a nice little club in downtown Paso Robles. Beautiful little club with wine and coffee and food. And usually they have grand piano people. They have a beautiful grand piano there. But we came in with our guitars and we just jammed for 3 hours. So it was really, really fun. Tom from Connecticut. Nice. And we're living here in Allentown. And they're closing another factory down. But where was I? We were talking about Bluesette. Bluesette, Toots Thielemann's song. And a 3/4 thing. Although Howard Roberts has a version in 4/4, which kind of goes like... So anyway, that's a cool little version that he does. But by the way, I played that with his son, Jay Roberts, at the NAMM show one time. And wow, we got a lot of people on today. That's really fantastic. Armani and John Bumberger, fantastic. Thank you. Didn't Richard Nixon go to college in Whittier? Probably. Good morning, Calvin Wong. Nice to see you. Okay, what I wanted to talk about this particular song was the turnaround. The turnaround goes... So B flat, D flat, G flat, B, and you notice how we could keep a common tone of a B flat. So here's a B flat there, and I could go to a D flat here with a B flat, a G flat, and a B major 7. You know what? I'm going to play it again. We didn't give it enough work. Let's work on it a little more. Here's the turnaround. Hear it? And now, big F chord. D7, C7, B flat 7, E flat minor, D flat minor, B, C minor, F, B flat, D flat, G flat. Turn around. Okay, I wanted to go over that again just because that's all got a lot of changes, So again, the turnaround is like this, and we can keep a few different common notes. So here's a B flat, here's a D flat. So I could go keeping the common note of a F. Okay, and then on the G flat major 7, here's the common note of an F. And then on the B, I could go a minor B major 7 with a sharp 11, and that's that B. Now you could also keep, like I said, a common tone of B flat. We have something like this. Yeah, you could. There's several ways you could do it. Anyway. That's a cool little tune. I advise you to learn it. I've got it on the website. Now, ironically, that has the same turnaround as a song by Wes Montgomery. And we're doing a lot of 3/4 things this morning. And that tune is West Coast Blues. Let's hear how this works. Now, here's the chords for the blowing. Then B minor, E, E flat minor, D minor, D flat minor, C minor, F. Now, here's the turnaround. Hear it? Oh. Jeez. Whoops. Stop. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, but that turnaround is kind of a cool little turnaround. And it goes in place of a 1-6-2-5. Eddie Davis, what's happening, Eddie? How are you? So, yeah, that particular song has different changes for the blowing than it does for the song itself. So, interesting. Okay, do we have any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anything you want to talk about it? Just started working on BLUESETTE. Oh, that's awesome. Buenos Aires. Wow. Argentina. Fantastic. Your ARP study and written out solos for BLUESETTE are helpful and fun. Cool. So, yeah, Eddie, hope everything is going well for you. Eddie's gigging up a storm there in the wine country, wherever that is, in the South Bay or Frisco. You know, BLUESETTE, or excuse me, West Coast Blues. Boy, playing it in octaves is quite a challenge. That's a great exercise. You got to try it. All right, shall we do a lick? Let's see, do we have any other news? I don't know if we have any other news. Let's talk about, wait a minute, when you talked about the ARP study. So you take a song like Bluesette, and it's got massive chord changes in it. If you do an arpeggio study, which simply means play every arpeggio you can for the tune in in tempo. So if it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and now A minor 7 flat 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and then D7, 1 and 2 and 3 and G minor, 2 and 3 and C7, F minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and B flat 7, altered 7, 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 1. Let's see, 1 and 2 and 3. It does it for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and D flat. 2 D flat minor. B, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 C minor. You get the idea? So that's an arpeggio study. But on the one that I did, it's well thought out. And Gail, maybe you could post the link to that arpeggio study. That'd be good for these people. All right, let's do a chord lick. Lesson number 1. Let's do chord lick number 6. Everybody got your guitars? You got your guitars? Oh, sometimes 10 seems earlier than other days. Yes. Hi, Kim. So a lick number 8 goes like this, the chord lick. If I'm in the key of G, no, I'm in the key of B flat. And basically, if I have like C minor, F7 in the same measure, I could play something like this. Let me do that again. So I've got a C minor 11, a D minor 11, a C minor 6th, or F13, however you want to look at it, C minor 7, C minor 9, F7, augmented with a sharp 9, and then a major 13. So, now of course you want to transpose that to other keys. So key of C, do that again. All right, so now when I'm playing a 2-5 in whatever key, and by the way, when I play this F7 sharp 9 augmented, a lot of times I don't play the root, so it's basically like a B13, you see that? So we go. And then Okay, so hey, I wanted to mention, if you like all these camera angles, I got Wes working the cameras here, and he has volunteered to do that, but I sure, when you guys leave tips, he really appreciates that, gives him some money to get up here. He's about 40 miles away. So it's a good half a day for him to do this thing. So anyway, that is a chord lick number 8. So check it out. We got a whole bunch of chord licks if you ever want to get into those. Let's see. I'm going to make this thing a lot bigger. Hopefully I won't screw something up. Oh, crap. All right, so there we are. So, yeah, you're in between Napa and Lodi, as in stuck in Lodi again. I hear that. Just about a year ago, I set out on the road. So I figure, you know, when my hands really can't handle it anymore, I'll go back to playing just blues and strumming a few chords and singing. So I've always got a backup plan. Do you usually do the arpeggios of the chords of a song to get the direction and target tones to use in your solo, then decide which scales work as well? Yes, Anne, you do. You have to develop some sort of strategy. So arpeggios do two things. Not only it gives you an idea where the chords are on the fretboard and the notes that work for those chords, it also trains your ear to hear the chords. So that's really important too. So it's a whole combination of things that you need to do to really get a handle on learning a tune, okay? The arpeggio study is a wonderful thing to do to really get into the chord progression. And then, of course, you can do an arpeggio study all over the neck. You know, it doesn't have to be one shape. It can be all different shapes. The more familiar you are with the shapes of arpeggio shapes of a song, the easier it will be to solo. What great strings do you like for these jazz guitars? I get asked that a lot. And what I like are Diodario extra light flat wounds, or Diodario chrome brights, and they're flat wound strings. And what I do is I take off, it comes with a 10 and a 14. I take those off and I put a 13 and a 15. So then we'll go like this: 13, 15, 20, 48 height. And that seems to work well for me. By the way, this guitar is a Heritage 516, and a fellow just called, for me, Mike, I forgot Mike, well, I forgot your last name. I wonder if you're watching. Anyway, here it is, and so this is the last time you're going to see me playing this. This is going out tomorrow morning. Beautiful guitar, got a great tone. We've done a couple of comparison videos with it. Especially once you get used to a nice jazz sound like this, and then you try to make it rock. Tim Patchen, hi Tim. By the way, Tim is going to.
Did your audio's not working?
What? My audio's not working. Test.
Where's your little pack thing?
I don't know. It's shut off for some reason. It's on now.
It's like the batteries are dying.
Can you hear me? I think they can. Yeah, that looks like the batteries are dying, huh?
Stand by.
There's some more in there.
Stand by, we're working on it.
I think they can still hear you.
Guitar is on, but voice is out. How about now? Is it on now?
Probably not. It's about to shut off.
Okay, we're switching batteries.
All right, there you go.
Mom's got some more of those inside if you need them. Okay, it's on? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We can hear you now. Mike Jones, thank you. It's on. Great. Thanks, Gail. Good to go. Eddie Davis, better. Good, good. Okay, we're all set. So what I was saying is this guitar is on its way out the door. Nice sound. They don't make this guitar anymore, the 516. It's a laminate top, sides and back, maple, mahogany neck, kind of like a 330 or a 175, except better. It's not as deep. One of the other things about Heritage is they put the pickup in the right spot. On 175, you all know that I don't like it back here. Closer you get to the bridge, the tinier the sound. So I really like their philosophy. And I like their philosophy of the neck pitch. I don't know if you can see this, the headstock pitch. Do you see how steep it is? That's a 17-degree pitch, giving more pressure. If you see that, it puts more pressure, down pressure on the nut, creating more sustain. Little things like that. And when they do that, it takes more wood to make a neck. You see? Because this neck is not made, it's not glued on like Japanese guitars where it has a luthier joint where they make a neck and they make a headstock and they glue them together. This is all one piece of wood, so it's one giant piece of wood, all right? And then they carve it out of it. So, yeah, it has thick binding, which is good. I guess it's thick. But, it's only single ply, which a lot of people like because it lasts longer. When you triple ply and all that stuff, looks pretty, but you got to remember it's thinner pieces of binding glued together. So more chances for things to go south. So you got to take care of your guitars. I'm lagging behind voice mic. Pulled out. Okay. Okay. Where are we at now? I was going to say Tim Patchen. Tim Patchen, we're going to be talking with Tim. He's working with a group called Guitars Not Guns, and it's for giving guitars and lessons to underprivileged kids. And we're going to talk more about that next week with Tim. So please tune in because it's such a worthy cause. And a lot of, Tim just sent a picture with him with Jackson Brown endorsing the program. So we will talk with Tim on a Zoom call next week. All right, let's, we already did West Coast Blues. Tell you what, why don't we go ahead, can we play that video? So this is the guitar night, and hold on one second. This is guitar night, wait a minute, before you pull it, hold on. This is guitar night that we did the other night. Really, really fun. I wanted to just show you guys a little bit of it. I was reluctant in the first because they were saying, should we just do 3 guitars and no bass and no drums? And then we decided, yes, let's do that. And the guy there watching the show came up and he said, this is great, man, because I can hear bass lines. You guys play bass lines, and I don't have to listen to a bass solo. So anybody, I'm sorry I said that, but Bass players, I'm sorry. But that's what he said. So anyway, because bass players get a bad rap, you know that. All right, are we up for that?
We should be good to go. Yeah.
Okay, here's a little clip from that. Hope you enjoy it. I think it went off by itself. Maybe because the batteries are low. Okay, there you have it. So I hope you liked that. That was really, really fun. And if you're ever in the area, it's going to be an ongoing thing. It was, you know, we had a lot of people there. And it was a Tuesday night. Come on. Jeez. Let's see. We are still live. Where are we at here? Oh yeah, this is a different song, Eddie. The other one was, we just uploaded Bernie's tune, which has a soli section written for 3 guitars. What is the main differences between a 516 and a 550 you showed last week? That's a really good question, Tom, isn't it, Wes? Yes. Well, we just did a comparison of the two, and it's crazy. The 550 is a little bit wider, and it's 17-inch. It also has an ebony fretboard and fancy inlays, but it's quite a bit more money. So we did a comparison of the two, and I was really impressed with this guy here. I mean, so, you know, they're both great guitars, you know, whatever. I don't know, I go back and forth on the scale length and all that. When I play this scale length, I've played 10,000 gigs with this scale length, and only 1,000 with the other, with the 25.5. So I'm very used to the 24 3/4 inch scale length. Great B flat jam at that tempo. Well, thank you. It kind of slowed down after a while because, you know, good grief. But anyway, that was a fun little set, and it looks like it's going to continue Tuesday evening. So we'll probably have some more clips from that as time goes on. Let's do another lesson, shall we? This is a 2-5-1 lick, 2-5 in the key of G, and key of G, you know, Joe Pass liked the key of G. I don't know why. He said it fits the neck really well. So, but anyway, this is taken from a solo that I had written out for All the Things You Are. And it's under our Lick of the Day thing. If you go on to YouTube, you can find in one of the playlists the Lick of the Day. I think we also have it as a bundle somewhere. I could be wrong. Which is easier on your hands? Either one. You know, when we're talking about scale length, sorry, we're going back to that real quick. For anyone interested, I'll tell you how to get. Oh, okay. Tim will tell us how to get that Guitars Not Guns going in their area. Great, Tim. Give us that information. So, not necessarily the scale length. I go as far as easier to play. It doesn't matter. It's really the way the guitar's set up. This gets a little tight up here. You know what I mean? And you kind of scrunch in with this hand. And so sometimes it's not as easy to play as the larger scale. On the other hand, the larger scale, this is further away from you. Playing stuff down here is a little further away. And so they're just different. And One is neither better than the other. Okay, so let's play this lick for A minor to D to G. So it looks like this. There's the first part of it. The second part of the A minor lick, so that's like a C chord, isn't it? This is a G chord. Then we're going to, and then, so that was, this is D minor 7 flat 5, sharp 9, C, and then a B flat, which is like that same chord I showed you before. So you see how the fingering, and now we're going to go, we're going to, so, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3. Get this sound in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4. Once more. You know, it brings me to this point that if I, you know, that is an easier way to play it than, you know, sometimes you think to yourself, well, since this is here, why don't I play this here? Right? I don't think it's easier. I think, go, doing it like, now this next lick, see how, see this fingering here? Same fingering, different strings, different frets. And then, two, three, four, ba ba da 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 da. Okay, so that is taken from solo, written out for the song All the Things You Are. And you ought to check that out too on the library. We've got that available. Renzo, no way, hi Renzo. Renzo's one of my oldest students. My gosh, Renzo, I had Renzo back in the 90s. The early 90s, actually. It could be even like, because weren't you doing guitar correspondence where I would do lessons through the mail? I think you were. And so I hope you are doing well. Are you still in Mexico City? So I thought you were in Mexico City. I could be wrong. But thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Yeah, Gail, what do you think? Do you remember Renzo from, I want to say almost like 1988. Crazy. Let's play the song. What do we got going on here? How are we doing on time? Well, we're getting close to the end. So here's a wonderful song in 3/4. Let me see if this track, I'd sure like to use the track. Let me see if this is going to work. Boy, that is quiet, isn't it, Wes? Let me try something else. Hold on. I'm going to switch it to a different channel where I can boost the gain. As you can see, we are kind of, let's see if that'll work. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Forget it. But When Sonny Gets Blue is a great little tune. Sonny Gets Blue, great little tune in 3/4. So I have that lesson as with a track, and it's also like a finger style one. So yeah, say hello to Mrs. Severson as well. Well, she's right on there. She'll probably say hello to you. A customer for 30 years now. Wow, holy crap. Gee, Renzo, how old are you now? My gosh, if I recall, you were living at home. Weren't you going to be a medical student or something? Isn't that crazy? We're kind of dating ourselves, aren't we? So I'm going to play a little closing tune, and you know, I always go back to Scrapple from the Apple just because, God dang it, I like that song. I can't help myself. Let's see if it's on here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What are you doing? Oh, good, thank you. Okay, technical. Boy, that's good. Let's see how it sounds. Doesn't sound very good, does it? Okay, how is that, Wes? Do you think that works?
I can't hear it.
Okay. Here we go. I love that tune. I don't know why. I just do. Anyway, so any unanswered questions here? Please don't forget the tip jar. What's your tip jar link? Stan says. Well, Gail, I think you can post that for him. Tim Pat, let's see. Here we are. Renzo is playing 3/4, same as 6/8. Well, yeah, kind of. 6/8 is generally faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3/4 is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, yeah. Okay, Scrapple, is that based on rhythm changes? Only the bridge. What tip jar link best switches to the Severson? Thank you, Renzo. Is super chat on for donations? We don't have super chat. I've never heard of that. I don't even, but click the like button. That would be a good thing. Click the old like button. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Yes, it's based off Honeysuckle Rose. Yes, the middle A comes from rhythms, which is based on, yes, you got it, Renzo. Anyway, so next week we're going to be doing some things with that. We might have another new product thing, device that we might be showing you next week that is really spectacular. I don't know yet on that, but a splendid time will be guaranteed for all. So say goodbye to this beautiful guitar. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Thank you for joining me. Have